In a single pass rolling process using 410 mm diameter steel rollers, a strip of width 140 mm and thickness 8 mm undergoes 10% reduction of thickness. Calculate the angle of bite in radians. So here process is rolling process. Okay. So here operation is rolling operation, and here given 410 mm diameter steel rollers. So diameter of roller is 410 mm and strip of width. Okay. So here sheet metal width is 140 mm and thickness of sheet metal is 8 mm. Undergoes 10% reduction of thickness. Due to rolling process, the thickness of sheet metal reduces. Okay, no? So enta reduce ayindi 10% reduction of thickness. Given 10% reduction of thickness. Calculate angle of bite in radians. Calculate angle of bite in radians. Okay. First of all, here operation is rolling operation. Rolling. This is a rolling process. So in rolling process, change in thickness of sheet metal, change in thickness of sheet metal is given by okay. So here clearly given a single pass rolling process. So remember here operation is single pass rolling process, rolling operation. In case of single pass rolling operation, change in thickness of sheet metal is given by delta H is equals to 1 minus cos alpha into D. So here D is diameter of roller. Here D is, what is the diameter of each roller? Diameter of roller. And here alpha is called angle of bite. So this is we need to find. We need angle of bite. Ikkada manaku kavalsina angle of bite. And delta H means change in thickness. So first of all, diameter how much is given? 410 mm. Diameter is 410 mm. Next, alpha we don't know. We have to find angle of bite. And here delta H. Delta H is equal to what? Change in thickness. Delta H is equal to change in thickness is how much? 10% of original thickness. 10% of sheet thickness. So here sheet thickness how much is given? What is thickness of the sheet? Here is given 8 mm. Thickness of the sheet is 8 mm. Now substitute all values here. First of all, delta H. Let us find delta H. Delta H is equals to 10% means 10 by 100 into thickness how much? 8 mm. 8 mm. 10 ones, 10 tens. 8 by 10 how much? Delta H is equals to 8 by 10 means 0.8 mm. Okay, now therefore change in thickness of sheet metal is 0.8 mm. So now let us use this formula. So first transpose D. Multiplication becomes division. You will get delta H by D is equal to 1 minus cos alpha. Remember we need alpha. Now transpose cos alpha to left hand side and delta H by D to right hand side. Negative cos alpha becomes positive cos alpha. Positive delta H by D becomes negative delta H by D. Okay. Now we got another formula. Cos alpha is equal to 1 minus delta H by D. Now by plugging delta H and D, we can find cos alpha. Let us find cos alpha first. So cos alpha is equal to 1 minus delta H by D. Now cos alpha is equals to 1 minus delta H how much? 0.8 by D. So diameter is 410 mm. Now, cos alpha is equal to 0.8 mm, 410 mm. Mm cancel. 1 minus 0.8 by 410. 0.8 by 410. If you calculate this value, so if you calculate this entire value, you will get 0.998. Approximately you will get 0.998. So now apply cos inverse on both sides. Now cos inverse of cos alpha is equal to cos inverse of 0.998. Okay, cos inverse and cos get cancelled. Okay, now alpha is equal to cos inverse of 0.998. So if you use scientific calculator, cos inverse of 0.998 is equal to, you will get approximately 3.62 degrees. Here I got 3.62 degrees. 3.62 degrees. But we need angle of bite in radians. Suppose if we ask the angle of bite in radians, then 3.62, 1 degree is equal to pi by 180 radians. Okay. Then alpha is equal to, if you simplify this and at final you will get 0.0632 radians. Therefore, angle of bite in radians is 0.0632 radians. Okay. So, this is scientific calculator use cheskoni solve cheyochu. Okay. So, alpha is equal to 0.0632 radians. This is angle of bite. This is angle of bite.